As many as 100 of the US nuclear weapons in Russia are reportedly stationed in European NATO territories, creating a nightmarish situation for Vladimir Putin. While Russia has the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons at nearly 6,000, none are anywhere near the US, but the US reportedly keeps many of its nuclear weapons at locations in Europe. The estimate comes from experts Miles A. Pomper and Vasily Tuganov, both of the James Martin Center for Nonproliferation Studies. They wrote in an article for The Conversation, roughly half of the approximately 200 US short-range weapons are said to be stationed in 5 NATO countries in Europe. Volkel Air Base in the Netherlands, Klein Brogel Air Base in Belgium and Buchel Air Base in Germany are all said to host the US B-613 and 4 gravity bombs, as are the Gendi and Aviano bases, both in Italy, and the Incirlik Air Base in Turkey. Several NATO countries also have their own arsenals, but this refers specifically to US weapons. The B-61 nuclear bomb is the US's primary thermonuclear gravity bomb, which means it is even more destructive than the first-generation nuclear bombs. The weapon has been in service with the US military since 1968, which is likely why it is kept at Air Force bases. And these bombs must not be limited to just continental Europe. According to US government budget documents, RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk is due to be upgraded, and some believe this will enable it to stockpile B-61-12 nuclear bombs. But the Department of Defense has so far refused to clarify whether the US is nuclear arming Britain. In the 1990s, according to the Federation of American Scientists, FAS, RAF Lakenheath had 33 underground storage rooms storing 110 B-61 bombs. Air bases, with a permissive action link, PAL, code that restricts its use for the US, while there are now thought to be 100 US nuclear bombs on NATO territory. At the height of Cold War tensions, it was thought there were a staggering 7,300 or more. But the US does not lack bases in its own territory, where thousands of weapons are kept. U.S. strategic bombers are serviced at Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota and Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Warren Air Force Base in Wyoming and Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana. There are submarine bases at Kings Bay in Georgia and Kitsap in Washington. While Russia possesses more weapons overall than the U.S., the 2011 new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty restricts both sides up to 1,600 ready weapons each. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.